interact with people doing one or two things in the sector. I want to first of all thank the leadership of ANJET for this opportunity to be in your midst. This is supposed to be your usual meetings, and creating this opportunity for people like me, I count it a rare privilege. I've seen a couple of my big, let me use the word promoter, big support system, what we've been doing over the years, from the release project to Hotel Managers Conference Africa. So it's not, I feel at home actually, because I've seen a couple of people even before now. So I'll go straight to the business of the day. We are preparing for the 8th edition of Hotel Managers Conference Africa. The 8th edition. We started this conference in 2016 in Udo, precisely Akwa Ibom State. We did the first 3 editions in Akwa Ibom. We moved to Port Harcourt for the 4th edition. That was in 2022. We lost some years to COVID, and we moved to Owerri because we use a strategy for this project. We first of all want to conquer Nigeria. We want every region to have a taste of it. So we moved it to the southeast. That was the 5th edition of this project, and we held it in Owerri. So we now moved it to Lagos for the 6th edition. We used Lagos Continental. We went back there last year for the 7th edition, and we are going back there this year again for the 8th edition of the conference. So over the years, the conference has grown to become one of the major conferences we have today in African soil. What do I mean? We've been able to attract participants from different regions in Africa. They're physically present. But from the 5th edition, we've been having participation from other countries. But particularly in Nigeria, we've been able to grow the conference to attract participants from all the 6 geopolitical zones. We have participants from Northeast, North Central, the Southwest, Southeast, South, and every other regions we have in Nigeria. In fact, there was an edition that we had participants from 27 states physically present in our conference. Then for the international participation, we have guys coming from West Africa, guys coming from Central Africa, majorly Cameroon, then guys coming from East Africa, the Uganda, the Rwanda, the Botswana, the Kenya. For the 8th edition, we are set, it's just next weekend, July 11 and 12. We run this conference through sponsorship. That's the only way we're able to push it to where we are today. And for this year, our headline sponsor is OP. And I'm sure everybody here, you have OP accounts.
Yeah.
I'm not marketing OP, but I have to. I'm just asking you a question. I know it's either you have OP or you have transferred money to OP in the last 2 days. So that they are our headline sponsor. Then we have Huawei, one of our key sponsors, and I'm sure we're all familiar with that brand. They've been in Nigeria and they've done so well when it comes to digital and electronics, alongside with internet. We have big brands supporting us one way or the other, from the host, Lagos Continental, through the group GM of Continental Hotels. Continental Hotels is for Lagos Continental and Abuja Continental. And they've been our host. They are hosting us the 3rd time in a row. They are using the Grand African Ballroom of Lagos Continental. The likes of Radisson Blue, the likes of Sheraton Lagos, the likes of Marriott, the likes of Ikogo Sea. We have a couple of them, Dear Signatures, to mention quite a few. Eco Hotels, Ebony Live. So these are brands that are supporting us one way or the other. And I would say this year it's usually we have panel discussions, we have guest speaking opportunity, keynotes, and we have B2B, B2C, we have time with network, we have mentoring sessions. These are the things that we even have master classes in our conferences. We focus more on capacity building, because we feel like that's an opportunity for some of these managers to be exposed and cross-breed knowledge within peers. And beyond Nigeria, we have hospitality from East African interpretations, the West African interpretations, the Central African interpretations. So we come together and have that dialogue in instances and where we are. Then inside that same hall, we have opportunity for solutions. We have a lot of tech solutions. We have a lot of innovations going on that support our system. So we see it as a big ecosystem that, okay, you are coming for the conference, beyond learning, beyond capacity building, beyond having strong panel discussions, we should have that time to find new solutions. You see our law, you see our PMS, you see our beddings, and a couple of solutions around within our space. And that has been what we have been doing over the years. Then I will say this. Initially, let me say, for the vision of the conference is to just bridge that gap. We saw the gap between the local brands and these branded hotels, international brands. We saw that gap over the years because the same people working in this local brand, they are the same set of people working in this international brand, but they are not behaving the same way. For instance, now you tell the porter in Marriott, so to say, stand here for 6 hours. He's going to be standing there for 6 hours. Then that same guy to stand in XYZ hotel or Ukutuku hotel and suite. He's not going to stand. He's going to tell you he can't stand. Those are the issues that we were like, okay, why do we have this gap when it comes to processes, procedures, standard, and consistency? So we saw that gap, and I will tell you this, that over the years, the conference has drawn all the leading expatriates, quote and unquote, the likes of Raza, the likes of Daniel, the likes of Dr. Kempinda, George, from all of them. They have seen the need for us to come together and grow mind. And by and large, we actually do that. You see, over the years, you now see a local brand offering a 4 to 5 star service. So we see that testimony coming even from the owners and from the users of this hospitality outlet. So another thing which we are addressing, we are bringing government in. Last year we had Lagos State came to attend, and hopefully this year we should have them better. Not just attending this year, but we are still on it, back and forth. But I would say the Commissioner Toke has identified with us that she was with us last year, and she promised to be our chief host again this year, identifying with us and doing everything possible to support what we are doing. So I would say that Lagos State, through the Ministry of Tourism, Agriculture and Creative Economy, hopefully they will be with us. But I know the chief host will still be the Honorable Commissioner. Then before I stop, I want to tell you that this year we have the endorsement of GTA and Ghana Tourism Authority. And the CEO of that GTA will be in Lagos as one of our guests of honor. So she will be in Lagos next weekend to join us. And through that, we see a future partnership with GTA where we now begin to have access to bigger collaborations with Ghana Tourism Authority, because they are actually interested in hosting this event. The next country that will host it, they have positioned themselves to host the event, and we hope to make a progress with that discussion. And like I said, the CEO has confirmed our attendance, and she's going to be. So we have a couple of dignitaries that we're expecting. The wife of the Defense Minister will be with us. I know that's the security things, but it's important that discuss to you people that we're going to be having the wife of the Defense Minister. She was with us last year. I'm sure Bina saw. And we have the MD of Mark Volley Hospitality, Barrister Chike, the owners of Lagos Marine. He's going to be with us. Then we have a couple of people from the public sector, the private sectors, coming to grace the occasion. And inside the conference, we'll be having admission of our students. We have a school, Hotel Management School, and that school we are graduating the Quad 3 and Quad 4. We usually do that. We did the first one. Last year we graduated about 80 students that have completed their course, Hotel Management and Operation. And this time around we are graduating over almost 90 students that just finished their programs within Quad 3 and Quad 4. So we have an award session too, and we're going to be finishing day 2 with award session, an award night where we recognize excellence, some hotels that have done well, individuals that have done well within the sector. We give them that recognition. I'm going to pause here. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for clarification. So the next stage